How you can read your cosmetic ingredient labels. Okay, super excited about this topic. How to read your cosmetic ingredient labels. All right, what's number one? How do we start to read our cosmetic ingredient information? If you did not know, it's important to understand how to read every single ingredient that you have on your cosmetic labels. And I say this because it's important to know what you're putting onto your hair and skin. That's our message here at Empress Divine. I always reiterate that our biggest organ on our body is our skin. Our skin absorbs up to 60% of what we put onto it, okay? So it's very vital for myself to know, what am I putting on my skin, and also what am I putting into my body, okay? And I think that that should be important to you as well. Hey, Chantel. So it's important to understand how to read the ingredient labels to know exactly what you put into your body, okay? This is going to save us time, and it's also going to save us some money, okay? We like to save money. I do. All right. So now that we know the importance of why we should know how to read labels, what order should we go in? Like I stated before, should we read the ingredients first? Should we read why the product works? What should we read when we pick up this cosmetic product that we're interested in purchasing? Okay, I think that we should go by the ingredient order. Let me turn the comments off so that I can see. There we go. I can see what my slide says. Okay, so the order of the ingredients is very important because cosmetic entrepreneurs or cosmetic brands, the way we order our ingredients in the label is going to be from the most concentrated to the least concentrated. Okay, so the order of the ingredients are listed on the label are important because the ingredients are listed from descending order to the greatest amount. So I stated that incorrectly. It's going to be listed from least to greatest. So the least potent to the highest potent, okay? That's the amount of least product that's present within that cosmetic product. Does that make sense, guys? Are you guys with me? Okay. So when it comes to, let me pump my seat up a little bit so I can get into it. I love to teach, so I think that this is a very important topic because this is something that I didn't know. So as I'm re-educating myself, I'm also educating you guys. So when it comes to the ingredients on our products or any other cosmetic products, once you look at the ingredients, it's going to be listed from least to greatest. So the least product that's potent in it to the strongest. Okay, so we've learned one thing today. That's how you read a cosmetic ingredient label. So the least thing that's potent in it to the last thing that's the greatest thing or the greatest ingredient in the product that's actually working the most within the product. Okay, so our next slide, what should we know next on how to read a cosmetic ingredient label? Okay, the abbreviations within the cosmetic ingredients. Now I know sometimes we may look at cosmetic products and the words seem like it's weird, but that's because the words are written in Latin, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so sometimes, especially online shops or brand website companies, do not list all of the ingredients. Okay, sometimes we provide keywords like active ingredients, and active ingredients is just the most active ingredient in the product. Like if we had some shampoo and we listed the active ingredient as rosemary, okay, that's the most active ingredient. You don't need to know the rest. Okay, and we usually leave out the rest. This makes the ingredient list quite short and it's very appealing, and it usually contains natural plant-based ingredients. Here at Empress Divine, we do use that method when it comes to listing the ingredients in our products. Some of our products will say, if you have purchased any products from Empress Divine, some of the products, when you flip over and you look at the label, some of them will give you the most active ingredient in the products. I think it's about 3 products that we have. We don't list all of the products in we don't list all of the ingredients in that actual product, okay? So we do use that method when it comes to our ingredient list, okay? So next, when it comes to knowing how to read a cosmetic label, the next thing you should know is how to understand the symbols that are on the packaging, okay? We do have about 4 symbols that we use on our cosmetic labels here at Empress Divine, and I'll express that right after I read this slide to you guys. So understanding symbols, there can be a whole array of symbols on cosmetic labels, a whole bunch of them. I mean, as I even walk into Walmart and look at some of the cosmetic labels, I'm like, wow, look at all these symbols on this bottle. What does this mean? So it's important to know what those symbols mean, okay? Some symbols can be very useful, helping you to see key information about the product at a glance. Others can be more misleading or harder to understand the symbols that are created by the brand to give an impression to the buyer or the consumer. And also helps us to understand the quality of the product, okay? So let's go over these symbols. Well, what are some symbols that we may see on some cosmetic products? Well, first, let's start with Empress Divine. Some of the symbols that we use here at Empress Divine are plant powered. That's one symbol. Cruelty free. Okay. We do use our branding symbol, which is our crown. You guys can see the E with the crown. That lets you know that it's by Empress Divine. It's for your crown. So if you ever see that E with the crown on top, it stands for Empress, and it stands for your hair, your natural hair, which is our crown. Let's see. On our skincare products, we use paraben free. As you guys can see those symbols at the bottom, these are symbols. Paraben free. And then we let you know exactly what those symbols are right here in the writing, okay? We also have symbols on our shampoo. As you guys can see, plant powered, cruelty free, and paraben free. All of our bottles are recyclable. So that's another thing. We also have our symbols here on our Good Natty. Ever have food as well. So yeah, so here at Empress Divine, we try to use symbols so that you guys can know the quality of the product, what's in the product, and just what you're going to be getting at a glance. So sometimes when you go into cosmetic stores, or maybe when you look online at our products, you'll know exactly what you're putting into your hair and skin by taking a glance at the symbols. Okay, so we just went over a couple of ways that you can learn how to read your cosmetic labels. We went over the ingredient order. We just went over the abbreviated ingredient list. Remember, I told you guys sometimes we abbreviate what the ingredients are within a product by telling you guys the most active ingredient in the product, okay? And we also just went over understanding the symbols. So I hope that you guys can relay to this information. It's pretty simple. We have one more thing to go over before we move forward into the next segment of knowing what's in your products. And I'm going to go ahead and click on my next slide. So this can be a little bit confusing to most people. Is the INCI list, and basically it's just a proper name for the ingredient list. It's just a governmental name or something that's more fancy for an ingredient list, okay? So the INCI list. So INCI stands for International Nomenclature of Cosmetic Ingredients, and it's the naming system, okay? This is one of my favorite slides. It's the naming system based on scientific names, okay? So on the product labels, you're gonna flip on the back. So once we flip on the back and we see those names, sometimes we may see a name that says, it look like a weird name. It's like sometimes you're not even going to be able to pronounce it. Like Cybogen, that's lemongrass, but it's only written in another language. So that's why it looks like it's a hard word, because it's a scientific word, Okay, the INCI list may seem confusing and frightening at first, because I was the same way. But don't be afraid of it. Take some time to read and investigate what those words mean. Plant ingredients are easy to spot. Yes, they are, because they are listed with their Latin names. Okay, Latin. That's why it looks like that. That's why it looks like it's confusing and it's hard to read. So it's always going to be two words and a common name in the bracket. So when you're reading your labels, it's always going to be those two words, but then the actual name of that ingredient is going to be in the bracket. So just like I explained, like if you have rosemary, they're going to have the scientific name, and then in the brackets they're going to actually have the actual word in that bracket. So that's pretty much it. That's how, well, that's a beginner. Those are beginner ways on how you can start to know what's in your cosmetic ingredients, on how to read your cosmetic ingredients if you are going to the store picking up things. That's why I prefer you to head on over to www.empressdivine.org and get some of our products, because you know exactly what you're putting into your hair, skin, and your body. Okay, all of our products contain no more than 8 to 10 ingredients, so that's even more better. Okay, you definitely know what you're putting into your hair and skin. So I'm gonna do some promo on what we have going on here to help you guys kickstart your clean beauty journey. Next month, me and a couple of more people who are interested in cleansing or detoxing their beauty bag, cleaning up their beauty routine, we are offering a mega bundle deal this month. And it's only $49.99 of curated products that I myself put together that I think that you should try in order for you to kickstart your clean beauty journey. Okay, you can save on this mega bundle deal. I actually have it right here. This is the mega bundle deal. So with the mega bundle deal, I also threw in our Empress Divine beauty detox guidebook. It's an essential guide. It has a lot of information. Let's turn this camera down. It has a lot of information to help you kickstart your beauty detox routine. We have information behind the brand, how I started the brand. We also have some key ingredients that we use within the products that you can look at. We have all of our collections. I'm just giving you guys a sneak peek. I'm not going to let y'all know what's all in the book, but let's flip to the back. This is what I really wanted to show you guys, what we're offering to help you guys cleanse up your beauty routines. I think it's very important to have a clean beauty routine. So we give you some foods that you can eat to have more healthier skin. And then we also have an acne skincare map for anyone who's dealing with acne and you don't know where to start to get clear skin. So in that bundle comes 5 products. We have the creamy coconut chamomile shampoo, herbal face mist. Then we have the finishing oil mist, good natting. Then we have the rosemary melon hair growth oil. This entire deal is only $50 and it's worth $80, $80+ okay? So that's what we're offering to help you guys cleanse your beauty routine. The month of October is approaching. The season of fasting is approaching. The season of detox is approaching. So if you want to start to detox your beauty routine, make sure you log on to www.empressdivine.org and grab your mega deal, okay? The sale ends on August 24th. There's no code needed. And I think that's it for today. Let's turn the comments back on. I don't know if you guys had any questions, but that's pretty much it for today. I hope that you guys learned something. We will be sending out an email. I think I'm going to leave this video up for about 24 hours and then I'm going to take it down. But I just wanted to come on and teach you guys how to read your cosmetic ingredient labels, okay? Replay this video back if you want to. Share it with your family and friends because it's very important, especially in time and seasons that we're going into. It's important to know what you're putting into your hair and skin. So flip those products over and start to read your ingredients on your labels. All right.